Good morning. You're supposed to say good morning.
Oh, well, good morning.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the First Family of Vegas Daily Free Picks Winners Show. That's right, guys. The First Family of Show is coming to you every weekday on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, joined by some of the world's best documented, my favorite word in this business, documented handicappers, and some of its biggest sports bettors. Brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Guys, we're going to be releasing a ton of free pick winners, great betting insights, and have a few laughs too. So join us each day so we can improve your bankroll. We've got a great show for you today. Guys, all the free plays you're going to receive on today's shows by this all-star panel are going to be on today's action. And we're going to get you out of here in time to take advantage of those free winners. Let's bring them on. We'll go around the horn real quick. Let me go around the horn. We got Steve Seagrave, Jesse Schule, Sean Higgs, and Wes Sniper's Picks. Good morning, everybody. Steve, let me start with you. Good morning. How are you?
Great. How are you guys doing today?
Great. I guess you didn't get the memo I put out. No Boston Red Sox attire on this First Family Show. That's okay. We'll talk about it later.
You're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, I know we will. That's all right. You know, I don't have a problem with Boston Red Sox fans. You know, the older I got, Steve, the less I really care about who somebody beds down with, who they pray to, what color they are. I care if they're a jerk. And trust me when I tell you, I find jerks in all walks of life. And I even have a friend or two that are Red Sox fans. One of my best friends, a golf buddy, Marty Barrett. We've been playing golf for 30-some-odd years together. He was a Red Sox. Having said that, good morning. Good morning to my good friend Jesse Schule. How are you, Jess?
I'm doing great. I'm not a Red Sox fan, but Joe, I will tell you, a BJ is better than 9 Yanks any day.
Oh my goodness gracious! Jesse, you gotta love Jesse. That he could throw a little bit of filth in with opening.
They sell that T-shirt at Blue Jays games. A BJ is better than 9 Yanks.
Is that right next to their trophy case?
They did win trophies. You can't make that joke with the Blue Jays.
Yeah, have they won one since Joe Carter left?
I mean, for Toronto, one is good. I mean, that's one more than the Maple Leafs have won.
Gotta love you. I want to say hello and good morning to one of my best friends in the world, my good friend, the Jersey wise guy, Sean Higgs. Good morning, Sean.
I don't know. I mean, 9 Yanks. You say if you want the job done right, you do it yourself, Jesse. I don't know.
So we've already established that Sean would prefer to have a couple of Yanks than a BJ. Good for that, Sean. My good buddy Sniper Wes, he's becoming a regular on the show as well as Stevie Seagrave. You know, Sean will be here regularly. Jesse's always been a fixture on the show. Wes, how are you today?
Doing good. We got a full house here. Excited about this show. We got baseball starting today. Speaking of the Yanks, I do like the Yanks first 5. I'm already on that this morning. We'll see what happens. But, baseball's here. It's a great time of year.
Speaking of full house, guys, I think Danny Tanner is the last Golden State Warriors fan left in this world since they're not winning anymore. And you got to love Lori Loughlin even more now that she's a criminal. Having said that, you know how I start every show. Good morning, honey.
Good morning.
We are wearing our Yankees baseball attire. A couple of quickies, and we love a good morning quickie. Little bit of fluff. The First Family Show is on its own YouTube channel. Subscribe now. Like it. Ring that bell so you don't miss a single show or a single free pick winner. Sweet 16 is upon us. Oh, how sweet it is. One of my favorite times of the year. Major League Baseball starts today. We're going to get some questions and comments from everybody out there for our panel. But as far as baseball goes, I had a couple of games I really liked today. I'm not putting anything out until I see at least one rotation. That's for me, personally. I got to see how some of these new pitchers in these new leagues gel with their new egos and new teams and whatnot. I like to wait about a week. There was 2 games I did like. I'll tell you about it later. Other than that, guys, we are 3 weeks away from both the NHL and NBA playoffs. And we want to welcome Abby Jackson, who was on the show yesterday. I like Abby. You like Abby.
Yes, I do.
Everybody likes Abby. He did good. He weathered through some tech issues and still really came out looking like a champ. I want to welcome Vegas Consensus Picks. We've been trying to get them on SportsMemo for years. They're finally here. I believe they shot me. They don't do text messages. They're so old they don't do text. They sent out smoke signals. No, they sent me an email from an old Yahoo address saying, "Hey, we got some plays. Hype us today because we're going to win them." They got some plays. do want to say we've got some discounts Dionne's going to tell you about. A lot of fun stuff, but let's get everybody's free plays in a moment. We'll get you out of here in time to take advantage of these free plays. Dionne, what you got for everybody? Honey?
Yeah, so we have a couple of amazing discounts going on right now. We have our first family show discount. Any capper that is on the first family show, you can get a 3-day pass for just $30. That comes down to just $10 a day. That special is good through Sunday, and all you have to do is use code MEMO3 upon checkout, and you can use that as many times as you want for as many cappers that are on the first.
Now, guys,
show.
the people that this applies to everybody that's been on the show all week, so this will also apply to Dan Kaiser,
yes,
Abby Jackson, and this crew. And I think I don't want to miss anybody, but if I am, I'm sorry. But any of those guys, Dionne, what else we got?
Yeah, we also do have meet the new cappers over at SportsMemo. We have a bunch of new cappers that have joined. We have BCP, Abby, CBI, Sean, and Tom. You can get a full week, 7 days, just $34.99. That comes down to less than $5 a day. All you have to do is go to each of the cappers' homepages and pick up that special, and you can use that as many times as you want. There is no code needed at all. Just head on over to the website and head on to their cappers page and pick up that deal.
And then opening day.
We do. Today is opening day for baseball. So right now we have an MLB discount. You can get 7 days of MLB picks, just $49. No code at all. All you have to do is go to the cappers page and pick up that special. And like I said before on the other one, you can use this as many times as you want for as many cappers. Make sure you pick up that deal with opening day today.
You know, over at SportsMemo, they've put together a collection of cappers that are the best in the world. Any one of these cappers would be the best in the world on any other brand. They put together the best collection of cappers anywhere. And I want you to know that because they win so much and numbers don't lie, you can see our documented numbers over at SportsMemo. They could price gouge it. They can up their prices anytime they want. But instead, they keep offering these great discounts, guys. Go over to SportsMemo. Any one of these discounts is tailor-made for every one of you. And I know you're going to find a capper that you're going to love, relate to, and win with. Having said that, you know, real quick, I just thought of it. We've been telling Sniper West that we're going to go to Trickster on Saturday, and we still may. If I feel as old as I feel today, Wes, I don't know. But I will tell you, yeah, I'm smelling like Ben Gay. It's not good. But I did want to tell you that we have one of the best minor league parks in this country over at the Las Vegas ballpark. It's gorgeous. It's pretty. You can get in and out quickly. You could see from anywhere. It is a great park. It's the Las Vegas Aviators. It's our minor league team. It is one of the night. I played baseball in high school and even toward colleges in high school. I was a good ball player, but it is one of the prettiest parks you'll ever see. It's gorgeous. It's a great place to see a game. In between every half inning, they got stuff going on the field.
And Thursday's the best day to go because it's $2 beer.
Hold on a second. You're taking this guy to Trickster. I go there. You pick me up, and it's just me and you. You want to take me to the green door? Just me and you.
Yes, exactly. That's because you like 9 Yanks over a BJ. That's why. Listen, I try to make everybody as happy as I can.
Oh my God, my ears today.
Yes. Guys, listen, I just want you to know. I'll tell you one thing though. Wes, the one thing you'll see as you walk into the ballpark, you are not there's certain guys that are on the wall and they're Polaroids and they're not allowed to come in during $2 beer night. Jesse Schule's picture is up there twice. He's not allowed in there on $2 beer night at all. But this is something we were thinking of maybe going $2 beer night next week, which I think is Thursday.
I think it's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday.
A good buddy of mine, Frank Nicotero, is their hype man.
Yes.
He does their hype stuff, and I do a show with him later today over at the South Point. My good friends, Jimmy Vaccaro, Chris Andros, Vinny Magliulio, 2 Italians on there. That's why it's so old school, and Chris does a great job. But me and him, he's the hype man. He's like, oh, come on down anytime. We'll get you wherever you want. I forgot to tell you about that. I did want to bring it up. Having said that, guys, we're going to go right into some free plays. But before we do, the floor is open. Comment or questions for any of our panel. And be sure to go to Sports Memo channel and subscribe. Let's go right into, he's a new guy on Sports Memo, but he's hit the ground running. He is up a ton of units in all sports. He's doing great work. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side at SportsMemo. He's got a free play winner for you. Sniper West, take it away.
Well, I will start with the free play here. So I'm going to look at the NBA tonight. I know we have baseball starting, which I'm very, very excited about, but I'm going to give you a free play in the NBA this evening. So regarding the Blazers and the Kings, so Portland, they've actually been a surprise this year. I mean, their record isn't very good. They're 32-41, which is not great, obviously. But Chauncey Billups, he does have his team playing very hard, and they do make bettors money. They are 41-31-1 against the spread this year. So you back Portland, and you're actually making some money this year, right? Sacramento, on the other hand, they are not great versus the spread. They are 28-41-3 versus the Vegas line. Portland, they've lost 2 straight, but that was to the Cavs and to the Celtics, so it's hard to fault them for that. Those are 2 of the best teams in the NBA. Prior to those 2 games, though, they had actually won 4 straight, so they were playing very well before they, ran into the Cavs and the Celtics. The Kings, though, they've lost 4 straight games, so they're leaking oil right now. They are 1 game. They're in the 9th seed, so they would be in the play-in tournament if the season ended today. They just lost to the Cavs and Celtics as well. But remember, the Blazers, they've beaten the Kings 2 times this year already. So Sacramento has a lot of revenge. They have lost 4 straight games, so you will get them, very motivated here. They want back in the win column. They don't want to go to the 10th seed because then they have to play the Warriors. So I think you're going to get an all-out effort here from the Sacramento Kings tonight. Give me the Kings -5.5 over the Portland Trailblazers this evening in Sacramento. It's one of the last games on the board as well, so you have a lot of time to get that play in.
Sniper West, who's been killing it, absolutely killing it on this show with his free plays. And if his free plays win, what do you think his premium plays are going to do for you? He says, take the Kings tonight. It's a winner. You will be too if you follow him. He's also going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side today or even over the next few days. Wes?
Well, March, we have a March Madness. We have Sweet 16. We have Elite 8 this weekend. Very excited about that. We have baseball starting. I do have a premium play up this evening in the MLB. I have some NBA going tonight, and I have a lot of action here in the Sweet 16 as well. But the UFC is the star of the show, 19-8 on the 2025 seasons for 70% plus 4,800. I will have my card out on Friday for Saturday's fights. I strongly recommend that you try me out in UFC because I'm probably one of the best UFC cappers on all these websites. Not too many guys do UFC, and I've been crushing it for years.
Great stuff from Sniper West. Go over after the show. One of these great discounts will be tailor-made for you. Follow him. You're going to follow him to the bank. Speaking about banks, Jesse Schule is killing it on both Wager Talk and Sports Memo. His name is always on the leaderboard. We love working with Jesse because he always brings not just good content, but a real excitement, a charm. I don't want to say charisma because Sean has the charisma, but Jesse is one of the best in the business. He's been doing it for decades, okay? He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side over at Sports Memo. He's got a free play winner. Jesse, take it away.
Yeah, I'm all fired up for opening day. I do have a 5% MLB first 5 innings play, and all my MLB plays for the first week of the season are going to be first 5 innings. I'm not trying to handicap bullpens in the off season. I don't really pay that close attention during spring training. So when it comes to bullpens, I'll be learning on the fly. And my free play today is going to be a first 5 innings play. And we're going to take the Toronto Blue Jays at home against the Baltimore Orioles. Toronto is the odds-on favorite to finish last in the AL East. They have the 4th highest payroll in Major League Baseball. On paper, they've got plenty of talent, but there's a lot of negativity surrounding this team. I don't like their chances for the whole season, but in this particular game, they have a mismatch on the mound. We got Jose Berrios going for Toronto, and I'm going to have a look at his split stats. I like to lean into split stats when I have a good sample size, and with Berrios, we have a really good, healthy sample size. He was 10-3 with a 3.18 ERA in 15 home starts last year. But that is throughout his career, the same pattern holds. 58-33 with a 3.53 ERA at home in his career. Also, career stats, 56-35 in the first half of the season, 38-38 in the second half of the season. All the splits point toward Berrios having a good start here. He had a fantastic spring as well. And the guy going for the Orioles, the opposite is true. Eflin has struggled against Toronto, 3-3 with a 5.72 ERA in 9 starts, 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA and a 1.53 WHIP in the spring. I I think the fact that Eflin's your opening day starter is kind of an indictment on this pitching staff for the Baltimore Orioles. So I like the Jays to get off to an early lead here in this game.
Jesse Schule doing great work over at SportsMemo and Wager Talk says, take the Blue Jays first 5. He's a winner. You will be too. If you follow him after the show, you'll see his buzz link right there, sm.buzz/JS. Guys, you go right to that or go over to the SportsMemo page. Numbers don't lie. His numbers are about the best in the world, and they are consistently about the best in the world. I want you to know, Jesse, I admire your integrity. You know, Jesse said that he does a lot of first 5s in baseball, and he's very successful in baseball. Every year he's among the top at the end of the season in MLB. But I think that the integrity that Jesse shows you, unlike a lot of other people in this business, a lot of guys that maybe it's not in their wheelhouse to do entire games, or they do something that they're not successful with just so they get sales. Jesse said, hey, I do first 5s. Here's what I got. But Jesse is a winner, guys. I think the integrity you get from Jesse and the other cappers at SportsMemo, it's unrivaled in this business. Jesse, great stuff. He's going to be sticking around. If you have a question or comment for Jesse or Wes or any of our panel, put it in there. I want to talk about my good friend Sean Higgs. Sean and I have been friends for many years, okay? And Sean and I became friends because we're on a lot of websites together over the years, but because his name was always there on the leaderboard, and he always does great work. Not only does he always do great work, he's one of the best on-air guys you'll ever see in the history of this business, but he gives a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, you're going to get a lot of plays from Sean, and you're going to make money with them. Sean's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side of SportsMemo. He's got a free play winner. Sean, take it away.
Yeah, well, still new over here at the Memo site, but again, like I said, I've been on with you, Jesse, years and years, decade plus doing this. College basketball, I got some Sweet 16 up for today. I got a couple 3-packs up here in Major League Baseball, and unlike you and Jesse going first 5s, you know I'm firing. I told you last week I was going to come in ridiculously. 6 games. 6 full games. I do have a first 5. I don't put a package up for that. Listen, if you're going to get my packages, get a weekly pass, get a monthly, because there's going to be a 3-pack, but there might be 5 or 6 games total that day. I'm just going to put a couple up in the package, but I like to fire. And here we go. We're going to fire in some Sweet 16 free pick action here. Arizona and Duke. You know, they played back in November. It was a low-scoring, kind of ugly game. Both teams a little different. Is Duke a little better? Probably. They look pretty damn good. Is Arizona a little better? I think they are. Putting up some points. I don't love the coach, but I look at this number, and, you know, Arizona is a team that, talk about, I want to say they're underachievers, but you know what? They are underachievers. I'm going to get near double digits in a game where I think the back door could be open. Joe, no jokes here about back doors being open, Mr. Spellcheck. I like the under in this game as well, 154, right? And I think it's going to be, if this game plays where I think it's going to be into the 79, 70 kind of range here, I think that gives my Arizona a shot to get within this number here, a little closer to it. It's tough going against Duke because they've been just so dominant. But the ACC is overall. Now, listen, Duke beat Auburn. They beat their teams when they have step up in class. Arizona's got some losses in that window of better teams. They're Houston's, they're A&M's, Duke here. But too many points. I got to take the points. And also, as a little bonus play here, I do like the under 154 as well. But give me Arizona here and the 9.5 bonus play under 154.
Sean Higgs, the Jersey Wise guy, says Zona plus 9.5 bonus play. Under. Guys, back doors, green doors, Yanks and BJs. You're going to get it all here on the First Family Show. But I do want to be serious, guys. Sean said, you know, he does do these packages, 3s and 5s for him, as opposed to some other cappers on the site. Go out and get those weeklies. Get those big discounted packages. Listen, you go to Sam's Club or Costco, you're going to get a big thing like Kramer with the beefarino. He's got a 12-pound can. Guys, you get it for cheaper. But I want you to know, with Sean, it really does pay off because he puts out a lot of volume, a lot of plays. So as opposed to getting a 3-game package or a 5-game, whatever he has up for that particular day, you'll go get a weekly. Trust me when I tell you, you're going to get bang for your buck. You're going to get action, but at the end of the week, you're going to make money. Personally, I would go in and get a monthly or even a yearly from Sean because he's that good, and you're going to love it. You're going to get back your investment right away, and then you're going to get it back long-term, big time. Follow Sean. You're going to follow him to the bank. Sean, one more time, what do you got on the premium side today?
A couple MLB 3-packs. I think at 2 Sweet 16s up. Again, if a longer term package is better with me because last year 600 plus baseball games. I showed $2,000 of profit on the 20 units, however you want to word them here on the channel here. 300, about a 500 record, but I'm gonna take some plus money there. College basketball again. I've been here a couple weeks, but on the year I got 400 wins in college basketball. Number one on a bunch of sites. 56% over 700 games. So volume guy. College football, good season, 200 something games. Again, mid 50s%, make 56, 57%. I'm gonna throw a lot of games at you, but you're gonna win. So if you like volume, I'm your guy. You want to pick and choose a couple games a week, stay away from me because your bankroll, you gotta, smaller bets. There's a lot of them, but that's how I do things and done all right over the years.
Great stuff from the Jersey Wise guy, Sean Higgs. He'll be sticking around. Go follow Sean over there. Like I said, get a weekly, get a monthly. It'll pay for itself in no time, and you get a lot of value, but you will be a winner. I do want to say something. Sean touched on something. I see people on social media all the time. I had somebody say to me personally, I won 10 straight games in college basketball, then lost one, went 10-1, then won 2 more, went 12-1. And I put it up, I guess SportsMemo put it up, say, hey, Joe, he's red hot, 12-1. And some guy says, 12-1, that sucks. He says, I'm 24-0. I want you to know something, guys. Let me tell you what 54, 55, 56% over the course of a season brings you. It brings you a lot of money. All right. I'll put up, and I had people on my CBS show used to call one of the CBS show for 3 seasons. I said, I'll put up $1 million cash, put it up. We'll put an escrow account. You put up your $1 million, 5 games every Thursday at the Westgate. All right. We'll pick 5 games you want. At the end of the season, I'll take your money. No, I did 100,000. I did 10,000. I did 1,000. No takers. I told one guy one day, I'll just bet you a case of beer. How's that? Because you're so free, because you don't believe in yourself. Let me tell you something. 56% you get rich in this business over a season. Don't think 50. Oh, it's only a little over 50-50. No, it's not. Over the course of the season, when somebody like Sean's putting out 200, 300, 400 plays per sport per season, you're going to get rich. So don't listen to these guys that the grass is greener somewhere else. The guy said, "Oh, that stinks 12-1." He told me I was supposed to meet. I'm 24-0. All right, guys. Let me tell you. You believe that? I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. Having said that, Sean Higgs is a winner. You will be to follow him. I want to talk about the college basketball big dance tournament. I pulled some records over the last 5 years. Dionne, the first lady of Las Vegas, is documented. She is a top capper, first, second, third in percentage in college basketball in the tournament. She is a monster. I know that she hit a snag in the NIT the last couple of days, but that's okay. All right. The time to jump on someone with the caliber and the reputation and the numbers that Dionne has in college basketball is now. Right now, she's going to tell you what she's been doing. She's going to tell you what you can expect from her on the premium side of SportsMemo. She's got a free pick winner. Dionne, take it away, kiddo.
Well, thank you very much. I am excited that MLB is here today, opening day. I do like to take a little bit of time to kind of see how everybody is doing before I start releasing any plays. But I do have one big winner for you today on the hardwood with my 5% Sweet 16 Smart Money play already posted. I will also have a couple of plays posted for tomorrow, so make sure you head on over to the website and pick those up. Now for today's free winner, NCAA tournament experience plays a big part in why I like Alabama in this matchup today. The Crimson Tide are reaching their 3rd consecutive Sweet 16 and their 4th in 5 years. They have a talented roster of players with a ton of tournament experience. BYU is a good team, but the last time they've made it this far in this tournament was back in the 2010-2011 season. The Cougars started to stride towards the end of the regular season, and it carried over into the postseason. They are also covering the number. But the way they have been dominated against Houston just short of 2 weeks ago raised a big red flag for me. Yes, the Crimson Tide were also dominated a few weeks ago by the Gators, but this team has played consistent basketball all season long and has delivered when asked to step up. Very few can compete with Alabama offensively, and even less can challenge them on the boards. They go to the Elite 8, and BYU goes home.
Great stuff from the First Lady of Las Vegas. She says, take the Tide, roll Tide. They're going to crush it. Guys, she is a winner. And this time of year, I pulled her numbers. She's among the top few in every category in college basketball. Go to SportsMemo after the show. Go follow Dionne. You'll see her buzz link in a second. She's going to tell you once again what she's got going on. There's her buzz link, sm.buzz/DA. What do you got going on the premium site?
Yeah, so today I already have my 5% Sweet 16 Smart Money play posted for you. Tomorrow I do have two big plays that I am going to be posting later today. So this is the perfect time to go ahead and use any of those amazing discounts that we have over at SportsMemo.
You got a 5% play?
I have a 5%.
And when were you going to tell me about your 5% play?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Just want you to know, if I ever needed a liver or a kidney, she'd be right there. But I can't get her plays out of her before they're over. Just I do the same thing. But I love that about Dan. Guys, sm.buzz/DA. She's got some great discounts over at SportsMemo. Plus, this is the time to jump on her plays while she's going into the Sweet 16. She's always finishes the big dance a winner. And I know she's one of the best baseball cappers on the planet. Numbers don't lie. Baseball, you said you're going to step away maybe for a couple of days.
I usually step away for the first couple of days just to kind of see how everybody's, starting the season out. And I don't like to jump on right away.
Makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, for me personally, and it makes a lot of sense, I like to treat every new season like a newborn. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how good I've been doing or how poor I've been doing. I want to go into it fresh and treat it very delicately. Those Hooked on Phonics books Sean sent to me didn't arrive yet in the mail.
It's too much
very
coffee.
delicately. So I was saying that's great advice, Dionne. Go follow Dionne. You're going to follow her to the bank. Speaking of banks, the number one, there can only be one number one, and that is Steve Seagrave. He's the number one overall capper over at SportsMemo this year. He is killing it in all sports. And I got to tell you, the only negative thing about him is that Boston Red Sox hat. Other than that,
Love it.
is just killing it. Plus, we like him very much. We told him last week this is like the mob. Once you're in the first family, there's only one way to leave, Steve, and we ain't letting you leave. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side. He's got a free pick winner for you. Take it away, Steve.
Yeah, we got a ton of stuff going on today. I have a 5% college basketball max bet, a couple MLB plays, starting out small, just a couple of small plays. I take it slow early in the season, kind of like a lot of you guys do. A couple NBA plays, and I have an NHL play tonight as well, coming off a nice little 3-0 night last night. And for today's free play, I'm going to be looking at Mike Trout here to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. I prefer this category over total bases because you have some extra outs. You can get like a run after a walk or a sacrifice fly, things of that type of nature. Trout has been healthy. He's finally healthy, and he's looked great in the spring. 3 home runs in the spring. And the opposing pitcher on the White Sox, Sean Burke, hasn't been very sharp, and he hasn't pitched past 4 innings in the spring. So that's going to leave a bunch of innings here for a weak bullpen for Trout to feast on this afternoon, I should say. And then he's thrived at Rate Field. It was guaranteed Rate Field. Now it's Rate Field, whatever you want to call it, though. He's thrived there. He's hitting .336 with 10 bombs across 110 at-bats over there. And then we also have the advantage of him playing on the road. He'll be guaranteed a full 9 innings of at-bats. So I like that when you're looking at a hitter prop that you don't get shortchanged with the 9th inning.
Great stuff from my good buddy Steve Seagrave. I'm sorry. Steve Seagrave. Guys, his breakdowns, his analysis, his angles are really, really good. That's why he's winning. Guys, he said Mike Trout over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Follow him there, but his free plays are doing very well on the show. If you think his free plays are doing well, where do you go see his number over at SportsMemo? He is a winner. You will be too. Follow him all the way to the bank. Guys, if you have any questions or comments for our panel, I'm going to run through my free game pretty quickly. We got some discounts. We're going to run down the free plays, maybe get some questions or comments for our panel, but it's that time. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you.
You did do your little line.
What?
Break forth the rhythm and the rhyme.
Listen, don't try to steal my catchphrases, all right? Those are copyrighted. No. It is that time. I'm so excited about this game, this free play, and what I've got going on in SportsMemo. You're not going to need a Viagra tonight. I'm going to tell you that. First of all, 7-1 All Sports documented premium release run all over every leaderboard. I'm on the All Sports. I'm on the NHL, the NBA, the college basketball. College basketball run 24-10-1, 10-4 run NBA, 6-3 run NHL. I have a 4% play today going off my My Sweet 16 bookie buster. I absolutely love this game. I fired on it. I was betting it the last few days, little by little by little, all over town, so I didn't move the line. I am going to tell you, I am moving the line on tomorrow's 5% play, my Sweet 16 smash. I will move that line. I would get them right away over at SportsMemo before the lines move. After this free play, I am going to talk about real quick a couple of bonus plays that I like in baseball today. But I want to talk about my free play, guys, sports fans. Even for people like myself that have been doing this professionally and have been doing it for many years, sometimes you got to throw away all the facts that you're looking at. And my point being, everything I see in the Arkansas-Texas Tech matchup is telling me to go Red Raiders. But yet this line is pretty damn short, and it's bothering me. Why is it so short? Well, maybe it's because Calipari plays a big part in the success of the Razorbacks. This is a team that's playing some great basketball, fueled by a very frustrating defense. They've also covered 13 of the last 17. This does include ATS covers in all 4 of their postseason games. And they've played some decent teams: South Carolina, Mississippi, Kansas, and St. John's. Let's face it, we're not here for wins. We're here to make money. And I do think this line is out of whack. This, the way this team has stepped up this postseason is remarkable, particularly in the Big Dance tournament, guys. They came into this field of 64, the 10th seed in the West. No one really gave them a chance against Kansas, and yet they took them down 79-72 with authority. Then they were supposed to absolutely get sent home packing against St. John's. They took them down, one of the best teams in the country, 75-66. I'm going to tell you, nobody expected that. A team that's not supposed to be here is very dangerous. Yes, Texas Tech, they're a damn good team. All right, but I think we're going to all agree that they get overvalued by odds makers, only covering one of their 4 postseason games, by the way. And in this tournament, guys, they've got to go up against UNC, Wilmington, and Drake. With all respect to those teams, they're not in the same class as the opponent they're going to face here today. And they certainly don't have a coach who has the experience and the success in March like John Calipari does. Plus, he's Italian. That's an added bonus. As I mentioned earlier, Arkansas does not match up on paper against Texas Tech. Statistically, the Red Raiders have better numbers everywhere you look. But basketball is not played on paper. It's played on the hardwood. And in March, things change drastically. Experience, momentum, confidence, they all play a big part this time of year. Not to mention, I feel Arkansas has a lot less pressure on them than Texas Tech. Texas Tech is supposed to run away with this game. I don't think it's going to happen. Take the Razorbacks here. Take the bookmakers' money, guys. I do have a 4% play posted already for today in the Sweet 16. I have a 5% for tomorrow. Jump on them. Affectionately known as the best big game hunter on the planet in this business. Guys, those 5% plays, they get you paid. Get both. You will make some money. I do want to talk real quick about baseball. We got a couple of things. Now, there's a couple of bonus plays, and I'll bring everybody on. I really think that when I play baseball, all right, it's always about the number. Does the number offer me value? Personally, I don't like to go above $1.40. I don't care if Sandy Koufax is pitching on the mound and the 27 Yankees batting order is behind him, supporting him. I don't like to go above $1.40. People in this business that make money for themselves and those people who follow them put out $1.80s, $2, $2.20s, $2.50s. You see $3 and $4 favorites these days. Over recent seasons. I'm going to tell you this. You drop a $2.50 favorite, you now need 3 games in the plus column in a row to get back in the plus column. That, to me, for me, I'd rather bet more on one game than and go, oh, okay, one game, okay, I'm 24 hours away from being back in the plus column. I do want to tell you a couple of plays that caught my eye today. The Nationals play the Phillies tough. They're getting plus 150, 160. I think that's crazy. I do think that the Royals at home with the pitching matchup is a good play. I saw them earlier at 125, 130. Guys, I don't know why the White Sox are that much of an underdog in this matchup. They've played this team well. They've got a good pitching matchup going. And I think on their home field, getting juice is giving you a benefit. I always look for advantages in the lines, all right? I always look for an advantage in the line, whether it's a point spread or whether it's juice. It has to give me an advantage otherwise or a benefit. I'm not playing it. Let me go around the horn. Anybody else want to talk about anything Sweet 16 or anything MLB today? Stevie.
Yeah, I agree with you on that Royals play. I like Cole Reagans a lot this year. The only thing that scares me off that a little bit is that the Guardians hit lefties really well last season. I also like my Red Sox today. It's not it's not a homer pick either. I like Crochet a lot, and the Sox have hit Eovaldi pretty well. So I see a lot of advantages there. I think they kind of have advantages across the board in that one.
Steve, I've got to tell you, I love you. I love you. I love you. Just above my monitor here, I have what you would put a flag, what do you call those? Showcase. It's like a flag, but it says Sox Killers. I have 2 baseballs in there. One is the actual Mookie Wilson baseball from the series in 86, 87? 87. All right. I have that ball. Charlie Sheen swears he sold it for like $120,000. He never owned it. I'll tell you that. I've got it. Plus, I do not have the exact ball, even though I was at the 1-game playoff in Boston. I was there when Bucky Dent hit the home run. We all know what they call Bucky in Boston. I don't have that ball. Nobody knows where that ball is, but I got a ball, a home run ball Bucky hit, and everybody knows Bucky hit about 6 home runs a year. That he hit that season, he signed to me right up there because I couldn't get that ball. I love the fact that you are a Red Sox fan. We're going to have a lot of fun with that this season. But then again, you took the last big matchup in this rivalry you took, so I'm okay. So I guess you got the last laugh there. But
so what's our bet for the season on the division?
Well, division, Yankees finish above Red Sox. Let's do dinner. I know that if
that works.
And I win, you'll actually come out and you'll pay me. There are some
like Jesse.
There are some other people that won't do it. I've been waiting 2 years. I feel like one of those kids you used to see on a late night infomercial. Sally Struthers used to say, "Let's feed them," because I'm hungry right now. I haven't gotten that meal, but I know. Let's bet division, better record, boom, 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 overall record. If they finish tied, then the tiebreaker will be, just for the sake of argument, if they finish tied, tiebreaker will be who has better wins amongst the other team. Fair enough?
Sounds good. I just didn't want you to back out when the Yankees start 0-1, Red Sox start 1-0 today. So
no, that's right. I wouldn't. Listen to me. The Yankees are traditionally, they start a little slower. I mean, traditionally, outside of maybe the last year or two, so the Dodgers, I'm not worried. Listen, I'm not worried how I start the race. I'm worried how I finished it. That's all I'm concerned with. It'll be a good one. Jesse, anything else you want to tell our viewers out there?
I do like the Arkansas play. Who was it that gave out the Arkansas play again? That was you, right, Joe?
Me, buddy.
I would like to endorse your Arkansas play. They do have the momentum. Texas Tech, good team, but inconsistent. I like the coaching for Arkansas. I think they're a live dog here. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. My good buddy, Sean, any comments or anything you want to chime in on, buddy?
I don't know. I think the Rangers win today. I didn't bet them, but I don't know. I think a lot of hype on their Sox. And I got that Sox 425 to win a division. Take a Jake Berger Ribby today, plus 165. I think he's going to hit 40 homers in Texas down there.
All right, so I'll tell you what, Steve. He's saying Rangers win. You like Boston today? We can make another bet if you want. I don't want to put you in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I don't want to paint you into a corner.
Listen, don't try to get out of your crappy Yankee bet because the Yankees going to be trash this year, bro. You're losing.
No, I'm not. They'll finish above the Red Sox. That's all I care about. And above that team north of the border. That's all I care about right now. Listen, back in the day, I would check 2 box scores if the Yankees won, the Red Sox lost. But it is my second favorite place to see a game is Fenway. I love going to Fenway. Great history, great charm, great aura when you walk into it. I know the stadium's falling apart, Fenway fans, but it adds to the charm. There's nothing like going to see a game at Fenway. It's a great place to see a game. Let's go to my buddy Wes. Wes, any closing comments before we run down free plays? Give some discounts and get out of here.
Yeah, I agree with Arkansas as well. I really like that play. Regarding baseball today, I like the Cubs and Diamondbacks to go under 8.5 runs. If you remember Justin Steele, he pitched against the Dodgers in Tokyo. He gave up 5 runs in 4 innings, so he did not have a great start. And Zach Gallen goes for Arizona. Great season last year, 14-6, 3.65 ERA, but he only gave up 13 home runs in 28 starts. So basically, he's given up 1 home run every other game. So, very good pitcher. I think it's going to go under the total, under 8.5 between the Diamondbacks and the Cubs.
A lot of bonus plays here on the show.
One more thing, guys.
Yes.
One more point I was going to make, and I would like Sean's opinion. Blake Snell for the Dodgers. The guy's been absolutely rocked his first 10 starts of the last 3 seasons. He was just brutal in the first half last year. I mean, when I say brutal, I mean like the worst pitcher in the big leagues last year in his first 10 starts. Same thing the year before. Is that something that you guys, I'll be looking at that myself. Is that something that any of you guys are aware of or looking at?
Yeah, he's been terrible. And Jess, I was talking about this last night. They're like, "Oh, it's Snell. It's the Dodgers. He's different." I mean, for 3 years he's been terrible. I just don't like this spot here. Would be a scuba play, right? You got a better pitcher, I think. Mm-hmm. But it's the Dodgers laying less. If you get home, they're going to be 240 favorites minimum at home. So now you can get them laying a 160. It's almost like you have to play them at that short price because down the road it's going to be 290.
And with the Tigers bats, I mean, I don't want to be in a position where I'm betting on the Tigers bats. So that's
I don't want to be in that spot, but I also don't want to lay with Snell. It's a pass for me. Even the total, like you think, all right, I'm just going to automatically play like Dodger overs, right? Like, oh, they can hit the ball. I don't know if they can hit the ball. Mookie's on what's he on? Like quadruple Ozempic? What the hell's wrong with this guy? He's
quadruple Ozempic. He's going to load Zion and Lucas some Ozempic.
If he's not eating, he has zero strength, right? Freddie Freeman's already banged up. And this lineup, besides the top of him, it's questionable as far as I'm concerned. I said, under win total for them. The bull. How about an under? You want to do an under here? I'd say okay to that because Tigers can't hit. Scooble's going to shut them down, and Dodgers have a bullpen. So, under 6.5.
One thing I'll say that backs Sean's point is this game today. It's at 4 p.m. in LA. Obviously, I'm from LA. I'm very familiar with the stadium. The shadows today, when that start time 4 p.m., there's shadows between home plate and the mound. So that's going to be difficult for the hitters, I think.
That's a lot of the 4 o'clock games today.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there's only a couple that start after 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. There's the Cubs, Diamondbacks, Athletics, which they're not even the A's anymore, Athletics, Mariners, and the Tigers, Dodgers. Does anybody still call, listen, I'm so old, I still call Washington the Senators. And
that old. No.
I'm that old. I did that on a show, Sean. I was on a show once. I was on a national radio show. And I said Washington had this is how many years ago. And Washington just went to become the Nationals. And I said something about the Senators, and somebody chimed in, says, how can you trust this guy? Anything he says, he doesn't even know they're not the Senators. Turns out it was another capper in the business. I scrutinized. He did a call-in on the show. I said, can I get that phone number? The guy says, I can't give you a number. I said, can you give me the area code and the first 3 digits? It was another capper in the business down in Florida who's been jealous of me for 20-some-odd years. So that's fine. But we say things like that, but you're getting a lot of great betting angles.
Joe's an absolute stalker, apparently, everybody. Do not question Joe. He's going to hunt you down.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let me tell you, I've called people out on the show on our shows before, but I represent SportsMemo here. I can't do that. But I will tell you guys, you're getting great betting insights, great stuff. You got bonus plays. We're going to run down the free plays. Dionne's got a couple of discounts. Dionne, take us the discounts. We're going to run the free plays, and we're going to get out of here.
Yeah, so please make sure that you subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button and ring that bell. And don't forget about our specials. Follow SportsMemo and Wager Talk on our Twitter pages. And we have a couple of amazing discounts going on right now. We have the First Family Show discount where you get 3-day pass for just $30. That comes down to $10 a day. That is good through Sunday, so make sure you pick that up before it does disappear. All you have to do is use code MEMO3 upon checkout, and that is good for all of the cappers that are on the First Family Show all week long. We also do have the new capper special. For any of the new cappers that have joined SportsMemo recently, we have VCP, Abby, CBI, Sean, and Tom. You can get those cappers for 7 days for just $34.99. That comes out to less than $5 a day. All you have to do is go over to SportsMemo, click on their capper page, and pick up that deal. And with baseball starting today, we have that MLB discount. You get 7 days of MLB picks from any of the cappers on the site, just $49, no code needed at all. And you can use that as many times as you want for as many cappers as you like.
All right, guys, we're going to get on out of here. Dionne?
Yeah, let's run down some free plays.
Let's run down some free plays. Sniper West, what'd you have? Let me get that out of here. Sniper West, what'd you have for everybody?
Sacramento Kings -5.5 over the Portland Trailblazers.
Jesse Schule.
BJ's first 5.
Sean.
Arizona Wildcats +9.5.
First Lady.
I am going Alabama Crimson Tide today.
And Stevie Seagrave.
Mike Trout over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBI.
And your sexy and savory host really does. This almost made it as a premium play. I did bet a good amount on this game. Razorbacks plus 5.5. Dionne's going to take us on out of here.
Yeah, also follow all of us and your favorite First Family Show guests on their social media pages and websites, and tune into the First Family Show for a ton of free winners, some great betting insights, and of course, a few laughs too. And on behalf of Wes, Jesse, Sean, and Steve, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
Good luck.
Yeah.